am I going to do with my players? Welcome to Monster of the Week. Dice Functional is currently untitled Monster of the Week. I'm the keeper of the game, the creeper, writer, hunter, grim reapers, yada yada yada. But tonight we are coming back in for our second session of Mystery 1. Just real quick announcements. Pretty much the only thing that I got told to announce was that if you guys are looking for us, we are on YouTube and podcast feeds such as iTunes and Spotify. And I think that's the only announcement I got told about before stream, so that's the only one getting made. But real quickly, for any of you who weren't here, and for my players who may have forgotten stuff since last time we played, quick recap. Last sessions, our hunters, Ollie, Lizard, Mariella, Waylon, and Jody, began to investigate the fabled town of Ravendale, a place that has been the center of an urban internet legend, as long as there's been an internet forum to talk about it. The town was brought to their attention by a live stream posted by the Spooky Squad, who came up visibly bloody, the leader did, pleading for help after previously posting about finding the town. Upon arrival, the team sees the town's claim to fame, the Blueberry Festival, is about to begin. At the same time, Ollie got a premonition of two of the members of that team being dragged underground towards Growling. At this point, the team went off on their own to begin their investigating. Jody and Mariella had a stunted conversation with the sheriff, who very much appeared to not like them. Waylon discovered numerous people over the years have gone missing in this town. Ollie and Lizard were left unsupervised and picked up a handful of things, such as lighters, fireworks, and photos at the knick-knack store. Jody and Mariella met the mayor and his surly assistant, at which point Mariella used her unusual ability to get a read on him. After this, Waylon and Ollie enter the Main Street Moonshine, and Ollie discovers a hidden trapdoor behind the bar, and hears human whimpering at the bottom, as well as a bottle of what I called last session, which were pain pills, as more accurately to be described as sleeping pills. Then Ollie proceeded to blow up a makeshift bomb in their hand when they were trying to hand it off, and we last left with our crew, Waylon's RV, having just used Jody's connections and discovered a history of underground cults in the town and the surrounding area, worshipping creatures that kind of look like moles in the area.
Like I said, mole people.
I knew we were gonna get a win. I knew.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. What I meant, yeah, mole people. Mole people? Really?
You are the luckiest.
Kidding me?
You are the luckiest little bitch.
That was supposed to be a joke.
Nothing's a joke with the supernatural.
Well, can't play it off now. Yeah, mole people. Definitely what I heard down there. Totally didn't tip the town off that we know that they're mole people.
So, if we're talking about mole people, that doesn't mean that, like, the Queen of England is a lizard person or anything like that. Is it just some crazy coincidence that you managed to call out that it's mole people? Really?
At this point, dude, I don't know.
Alright.
Hey man, my department doesn't lie. Usually. On purpose.
Don't believe that.
Look, like I said, there was a growl, and apparently it's mole people.
Does this mean we have to go looking into this?
Yes.
I mean, they're...
No, I know.
What do you think we're here for?
The Blueberry Festival. I also would like to go to the Blueberry Festival.
I'm sure we can make time.
I think that's a good. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Then we need to have some sort of plan, because we can't just go in there all willy-nilly and get ourselves into trouble. I mean, we're gonna get ourselves into trouble anyway, but,
Yep.
you know. Less trouble.
Well, that throws away my first idea.
Well, what was your idea? Because I was gonna say I'm not sure that that's the actual underground place that the Spooky Squad was.
I was just going to recommend we burn something down so that they don't pay attention to us going into the inn.
No, we're not burning.
We could do that.
No!
I mean...
That seems like needless destruction of property that we will have to pay
wait,
for later,
where are
and
they
I really can't afford that.
You don't have to pay for it if you don't get caught. Insurance
I didn't
does.
Also, if
hinge
it's a
on-
really ugly parade float or something like that, I don't think anybody would.
Ay,
miss
Dios
it.
mío.
I didn't hinge on
Ari.
y'all being this chaotic.
Come on.
No. We're not going to do that.
Well, no, we're not going to do it. It'll just happen.
Why don't we
I
just sleep
promise.
together
That's
at
right.
night?
I promise we won't burn anything down.
Yeah,
Promise.
so it's not going to necessarily burn down. It's just going to catch fire and distract everybody.
It could hurt people. I don't want to hurt people. We don't have to.
The second your mom says hurt people, you hear the lady go, "We could hurt people doing that? We can't do that then."
Not going to hurt. There's not going to be anybody. There's not gonna be
You
anybody
know I will
there.
not help you
What
hurt
happens, it's a
people.
distraction.
If no one gets hurt, I will help you. If someone gets hurt, I stop. You know my rules.
I was gonna hex the car that it was everyone got out of there, it was gonna burn. Gone over this. I also don't want to be killing people here. It's kind of why we're doing the distraction. But yeah. Distraction.
So, again, give me a run of this plan. You are burning down the building.
No, a parade float. Or a car.
I do not understand why we do not just go
I
in the
feel like
dead
as
of
the-
night.
I feel like as the keeper, I should probably tell you there's not a parade.
Well, shit.
What kind of
Before you-
festival doesn't have a fucking parade?
Shitty
Okay?
one.
I know, right?
Blueberry festival!
Or like you
What
could
kind of
isn't like-
town is this that they don't have a parade for like their most famous festival? I feel like that should be it's like 2 on the list. Number 1 is whatever the festival's about. Number 2 is a parade.
Yeah, exactly. But there's no parade because this town's backwards and shitty, and they don't have really good Wi-Fi, and it
Hold
sucks
on.
here, and I hate it.
Before we go for
I
it,
know,
there's no
right?
parade for the Blackberry Festival, Jill.
Don't look into my personal plot holes.
That's why I got the information.
Listen.
Can do you mind if I quickly just roll some dice for like knowing a minor fact about an animal?
I mean, what's the animal? I might just let you know.
Mole.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
2d6, don't add anything.
Okay.
Can I do a Google search
6
for
and 3,
moles?
so 9.
What do you specifically want to know?
They're nocturnal.
Let's see if you can. I don't actually know.
Let me
Hold on.
find
I will
I will say,
A phone AI that I'm not going to say because I don't want to trip everybody's thing. Are moles nocturnal?
just so you know, I just looked it up. No, they sleep and work within 4-hour shifts. So
can
I mean,
I,
they do live underground, so.
can I, Jessica, keeper, may I use my oops ability?
let me read to remember what it does. Or you
It's
could
if
read
you
it to the
s-
group.
If you want to stumble across something important, tell the keeper. You will find something important and useful, but not necessarily related to your immediate problems.
Remember, I have my thing going forward because of premonition.
Oh, I don't
She
roll
doesn't
for
have to
anything.
roll. It's an automatic.
Yeah,
thing.
I will.
I'm stating that blanket statement so nobody forgets.
I'll say just for the sake of the keeper, would it be also okay if the oops kicks in outside of my RV because that's where we
But
currently
the-
are?
I will say it's going to be more useful outside of the RV because inside Waylon's RV, I'm trying to think of something where it could be used.
Yeah. But I'm saying,
There's
I'm like,
nothing.
can,
But
can,
you
I would-
can use it once you step outside the RV and enter another location.
Okay. I
Because-
mean, I feel like at this point, we don't really have a way of, like, I want something to figure
But
out if there's a way.
It's mid-afternoon, so you guys have another, so essentially the way the days are working, you guys have morning, afternoon, and night to do your mystery times. So you have another time slot before night comes.
Okay.
I will say, Jody's idea may be the safest, but the only problem I can point out to that, Ms. Ju, is that we don't necessarily know whether or not anyone's going to be down there.
Also, wasn't it the pub? The bar? The saloon
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
That could also be a problem.
Also, it used to be the old jail. Yeah. So if it was an old jail, aren't those buildings like supposed to be designed to keep people that are inside and keep people that are outside? I'm just
Is there a
saying.
way to find old plans, maybe? For
The library, I would
Pub?
assume, would have old blueprints as an archive.
maybe I can go and look, talk to
Sam.
what was her name? Oh, her name, their name,
Sam.
Their name.
Sam. Okay, I could go talk to Sam. Maybe they know something about that pub.
I'm surprised they got a doctor's office in this here town.
Yet they have 2 jails.
No, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually, when you think about it, because when you get stuck in a shitty place, you start to lose your mind a little bit. Just right out the window.
Psych ward here, like one of those like old, like insane asylum places.
In combination with the mole men, it's a tough sell. I'm gonna say it's like a
Maybe-
25% chance there's also an asylum. You can't really mix the 2 genres together. I don't think.
You're
Well,
right. Or it would be mole people in an insane asylum. That would be cool.
I'm gonna go to the library if anyone wants to come with me.
In fairness, wasn't there that video game that went out with those Wendigos from in like an insane asylum or a hotel, something like that?
Did you just
That was
reference
in the. It was also in the mountains, not a town.
No, for a point of reference outside of it, Waylon's kind of right.
It's
They do visit a hospital.
yeah. Before.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets a wolf if you don't kick him.
I mean, honestly, this whole thing just sounds like that one Cabin in the Woods movie. Honestly, that's all it sounded like to me.
I didn't
If-
like that one.
You talking about the
So
one with the
much
guy with the chainsaw hand, or another movie with the cabin in the woods?
No, it's the one where the unicorn takes the guy out.
What?
It's an underground bunker.
I'm sorry. What?
Mariella
It was
just
a whole
leaves.
like conspiracy thing.
I don't know what the
I
hell
am
you're
sharing.
Mariella's just like
So-
walking out.
like,
Jody has never seen any of these movies, and neither have I. So I'm just.
I was. In fairness,
Imagine
I
my
was
confusion.
actually referencing the old
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead movie. So you may actually have seen that one.
Nope. I
See, I was gonna make a
saw
comment.
the
Oh.
remake, by which I mean
Jace-
it played in the same room I was in, and I played on the DS instead.
And you didn't
And
watch it.
Jason's referencing
I
Cabin in the
actually
Woods.
put my back to the TV.
It's really good. By the way.
It is. It really is.
Alright, so Mariella's going to the library.
Yes.
Nerd.
Oh
Does
no, I'm
anyone-
pulling a Rudy move. Wrong game, wrong game!
Did you open our D&D game?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god. Wizard spells. Wizard spells.
Mom, when did you learn Fireball? What?
Why is it fireball work? Someone hand me a Molotov cocktail.
It's the only spell she knows too,
Dios mío.
Shut the fuck up, Connor.
or at least the only one she uses.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Okay, anyone going with her, and if not, where are the rest of you gonna be during the
There's a
afternoon
fly
time
in my
slot?
room.
Let me look at the map.
That's it.
Hey, Liz. We should either go to the bakery or the grocery store.
I am 100% down for the bakery.
Let's do it.
If they don't have donuts, I will break a window. Woo!
Listen, if they don't have donuts, there's definitely an insane asylum.
Yeah. Also,
It's
I
like
got-
the worst
mm.
timeline.
if they don't have donuts, it's all popping off right now. Nothing will stop it. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Jody,
Waylon.
I think we should take a look at the mine shaft.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Everyone, move yourself accordingly. I
Alright.
already moved. Alright, because Mariella was the quickest to say where she was going. Mariella, you walk into a small town library. It's a quaint little place, one story, And as you walk in, you can see a person behind the counter just working away at a fairly old computer. And they look up at you and go, "Well, hi!" And the first thing you notice definitely about them is that bright purple mohawk. The second thing you notice is they dress a lot like your son.
Ah, I'm familiar with the type. But a very colorful version of my kid. Essentially, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to her. Hello!
Hi! Are you with the other one?
You mean
It's not-
Waylon?
Yeah, I think that's what he said his name was. We don't get many outsiders here, so I just kind of assume.
Yeah, yeah. We're traveling together.
Well, that must be nice.
Sometimes. It's a bit much sometimes. I was wondering. Do you guys keep public records here?
Any of them that are older than 50 years old.
Well, I assume this is for a deal. I'm looking for maybe blueprints for the pub.
Oh, we don't have any of it when it was the pub, but we have the jail.
Yes. I'm interested in old buildings when they change buildings into other buildings. It's like watching all that HGTV. You find out about different things that can turn into. It's fascinating to me.
Oh, absolutely. Especially because you never know what they
God,
changed
she's
on the
just like a
inside versus
suburban
what they changed on the outside. Come with me. And Sam's gonna get up and walk off to what looks to be a back room. And as you follow them, it's very much like one of those. Have you ever been in a? I'm gonna use a really old-fashioned word that some of you might not even know. My son, I don't actually think know. Most of us are the same age. It's a room with microfilms in
A
it.
microfiche.
Of course, microfiche.
Yeah.
That's something I've literally asked Connor about for the other day.
But it's a room of those on one wall, and then on the other wall you can see like really long, thin files, like not files, but like file holders. And they walk over to it and start looking through it. Oh, and pull up one that's above them, and they start to grab the ones out of the top on their tippy toes and bring it down a massive pile.
Okay. Oh,
They're like, "It's
wow,
okay."
That's a lot.
This is most of the town from 80, 70 years ago.
Oh, word.
And they're gonna flip through it real quick and hand you a blueprint and goes, "I can make copies, but don't walk off with it."
Oh, that would be great. That'd be fantastic. Very much appreciated.
Do you want me to make the copy first, or do you want to get a look at it first?
I'll look at it and then you can make me a copy. That'd be great. I'm gonna look at it. She's gonna Mariella's gonna just.
You open up the blueprint and you're kind of glancing at it, and it kind of looks like what you think of an older, like, small town jail. Pretty much looks like it probably didn't get updated much since, like, Western time, so you can see, like, where the jail cell was, where you can see where, like, the sheriff's desk was, and you can see the trap door on that blueprint. But the thing is, you can not only see the trap door, you can't see where it goes.
Dios mío. So I can't see anything beyond. Do you know what's next to the? What's next to the pub? What is next to the pub? Sorry, looking at. I'm trying to get the actual thing. So.
Knick-knack store.
Next to the pub is the knick-knack store.
store.
Why?
There's just something I'm noticing here that I want to see if there's something behind the knick-knack store too.
And they walk around and go, "What part of that?"
And she points to her, like the trap door. Where
Oh, no. That doesn't go this way. That goes diagonally towards the doctor's office.
Oh, does it?
It's for back when they used to have prisoners that they had to take to the doctor that might have caused some problems. The town used to be a lot more lively than it is now. We had some questionable types in our history, and you didn't want people getting gunned down in the street, so they took them down under the street.
Okay, that's interesting. Curiosity. I've been looking into like different tales told about this, and I heard about a cult about mole people, or they're worshipping a mole. Or do you know any tales about like in this town about moles?
Not to my knowledge. We might have had a book on it at one point. Let's go. You can go check around. It would be in the local history section.
Okay, I can go look. I like libraries. It's fun to learn about new places.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Right, I'm gonna see if I can find anything in the local legends, I guess, local history about like mole people or like animals in general, or cults maybe, sort of in disguised language. Like they won't say cults, but they'll say like worship groups or whatever, or interesting,
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me investigate a mystery.
What do I use extra for that?
Hold on, I'm pulling it back up. I'm pretty sure it's cool.
Cool. Oh, that's not good for me.
Oh no, it's sharp.
It's
Sorry.
Sharp. Okay, that makes more sense. Sharp. I was like, cool does not make sense at all.
I had to pull it up. That's I don't have it memorized.
It's an 8 total, because I rolled a 7 and then plus 1.
Alright, mixed success. Which usually means you can ask one question. It can be generalized, or it can be one of the following, which is what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it hurt, where did it go, what was it going to do, and what is being concealed here.
I want to know what creature, like the creatures that they're mentioning, like anything like that. If there's anything about like creatures or whatever that were worshipped.
On a mixed success, you start to go through these bookshelves, and you're looking, and you see a local history book about mine collapse. You see an area history about what happened during the Dust Bowl era. And then you
Okay.
get to the numbers, there's a book missing.
I kind of look at Sam and I'm like, this book specifically, do you know who checked this out?
And they walk over and look at the numbers and go, give me a second. And they sit back down, and they type it in, they go, oh, that's a mythology book. Been lost for about 10 years. Last person to check it out was the doctor. Says he lost it in a bet. I don't know what that means.
Okay, that's a
It's
bit
kind of a
worrisome.
weird dude.
Okay. Well, could you make the copies for me now? That'd be fantastic. I really appreciate it.
Do you also
This
want a
library-
copy of the doctor's office, since that's what it leads to?
Yes.
I can do that, no problem. And they
Thank
rush
you
off,
so
and
much.
it's no problem. I like seeing new people in the town. My husband goes on and on about it all the time. We
Who's your
need
husband?
tourism. We need to fix the roads.
Is your husband the mayor or his friend?
My husband's the mayor, yes.
Your cousin's the mayor? Wow. Oh, wow. Well, both of you are. Oh, I met him earlier. He was fantastic, and he really cares about this town.
We both do. It's kind of what brought us together. And doing the copies as you two are talking.
Yeah. Oh, that's. Wow. We're actually going to be staying at the Airbnb. Oh, the B&B. I keep saying Airbnb, I'm sorry.
Oh, so you're staying with us?
Oh, yes. Yes.
That'll be fun. We're supposed to get dinner tonight from the Moonshine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We get it about once a week, and if we have guests, we always make sure to get it the first night.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to it.
It's always great. Sabrina's a surprisingly good cook. And they hand you the copies.
Sabrina? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's the bartender.
Oh, is that the girl who works there?
Yeah. Real pretty person. Kind of a newcomer to the town, quote unquote. She's only been here since her family, like her mom and dad.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna take the copies. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna, I guess, I don't think I have anything else.
Okay. And they're gonna wave you and go, I'll see you at dinner.
Bye.
the next people who made the decision are the duo we should really quit leaving together.
No.
We find out all of the best information.
Do you?
I got dog toys.
Exactly.
Those are gonna come in handy.
Dog toys and miniature dynamite.
I hate you guys. Hold on, I'm scrolling back up to my location list. You get to the front of the grocery store, and you realize the name of it
Bakery.
is Blue.
We're going to the bakery.
Oh,
Bakery!
Sorry. You get to the bakery, and you see the title, and you can feel the dad energy rolling off of this title as it's called Need to Relax Bakery.
Yes, 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 yes. I keep thinking I hate this town, and then they reel me right back in.
It really has some interesting vibes, I gotta say.
But you guys can see in the window, it's got one of those like big open windows that like some shops have, and you can see one person at the counter, just kind of sitting there, flipping through what looks to be a book.
What
wanna
looks to be a book.
Yeah, Jill, I'll cut you. Yep. But if you guys want to go ahead and walk in,
Actually hollowed out. There's a
You
bottle
think
of
it's a
whiskey in
spell
it.
book? Do you think it's a spell book?
I wouldn't put it past this freaking town. I hate it here.
I know.
Wait,
I know.
just kidding. I love it here. I don't.
It is pretty good. It does have solid vibes.
The vibes they're throwing off my own vibes, which is in turn, it's just making it a very awful situation for my brain. But I am ready for donuts.
Yes, donuts for sure.
before you guys walk in, the lady whispers in your ear, "Need to relax." That doesn't make any sense.
It's a play on words because you need dough, but you also need to relax. As
It's
in
not
calm
very
down.
funny.
Remember how we had that conversation about jokes that are supposed to be bad on purpose?
You mean like the entirety of your cousin's existence?
Yes. That one.
Okay.
Remember the jokes that Dad used to try and tell, but he was even really bad at those, and he had to explain them for about 5 minutes before I would understand them.
Yeah, your dad's not
That's
good at
one
jokes.
of those, but they named their entire business after it.
That seems like a dumb decision.
We won't know until we meet them. Well,
Fair enough.
Alright.
And as you guys walk in, I assume, a little bell chimes over top of you, and the person sitting at the counter looks up, and kind of a robust man, thick curly black hair, also a face full of hair, definitely Italian of some sort, brown eyes, and not only is he robust, he is covered in tattoos. He goes, welcome to Need to Relax. Can I help you two with anything?
Hi, so we're in town for the Blueberry Festival, and we're the ones that are picking up some food to have as snacks in between dinner and other meals. Also, we really want donuts. Do you have donuts?
We do still have donuts. Would you like
Your shop lives to see another day. You have no luck. You have no idea how lucky you are.
Are they always like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a term of, they're trying to express their endearment to the fact that you have donuts is what they're trying to do.
The display's over there. You can pick your own. If you want any
They
blue,
really like donuts, by the way. So
do you want? You said you were here to pick up some blueberry stuff. We got pie, tarts, muffins. Pretty
I'll
much.
take one pie. Do you guys have any like bread or anything like that?
Yeah,
Maybe
we've got,
something that's good for sandwiches.
yeah, we've got some really nice white loaves I've made recently.
Okay. Cool.
I'm telling you though, everyone tells me, and as he goes out into the back, you hear him call out, "I'm told this is the best bakery you'll ever go to." And he'll come back out and he'll sit down with a slice of banana bread and go, "Just give it a try." And he offers it at both of you.
Okay.
And I want you guys to do me a favor. Roll 2d6.
I I was literally
No,
about
no.
to say Ollie's gonna give it a little bit of a sniff. Before.
Oh, I'm saying this because I know Jill didn't stop.
No. It was immediate. There was no thought put into it. 2d6?
Yeah.
Oh boy. That is
Plus anything?
What'd you get, Jace?
Plus anything or just the roll?
Just tell me what you rolled first.
7.
9.
Oh.
Then let's do plus weird. Because this is something that's kind of weird.
Oh.
Weirdest
There's
plus 2,
oregano.
So it's a 9 for me.
Lizard?
Hold on. I just did the math, but then I lost it.
What's your...
Yeah,
11.
Okay.
Alright, Ollie, it's pretty good banana bread. Like, you don't think you've ever had something that good? Lizard, this is literally life-changing bread. You have not lived a moment in your life up until this point. You get a +1 on your next roll.
Roll for bread.
I want you.
And
Lizard has a moment, like, you know in Ratatouille, when the chef, the food reviewer, eats the food and, like, it goes into his eye and he, like, relives his whole childhood? Lizard internally has a moment of that.
for quick reference, every time you eat one of those sweets, and if you don't abuse it, you get to make that roll with your plus weird, and you can potentially get a +1 on your next. Because this is a fucking phenomenal bakery.
I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah.
And you, young person?
Thing?
Lizard is just staring into the middle distance
I think
and
I
still
broke,
just.
I think I
eat
broke
it.
them.
You might actually have. I've never seen this before.
I've been told this bread changes lives. I've had 4 different people propose in my bakery alone. Not to me, to other people.
Okay.
Although I got
Say,
proposed, although twice of the two separate ones were to me.
I
Flattering.
guess if people like bread? Sure.
You ain't tried the pie yet.
If that's the reaction to the banana bread, I just want to make sure that their brain doesn't like explode all over the bakery. So we'll take that one to go. We should get some donuts though.
Yeah, you go right ahead. Anything else you all need? I love talking to new
Liz.
people.
Yeah, what? Hold
Donut
on.
flavors.
One of every.
One of every.
Wait, how much are donuts?
Donuts are 12 a dozen. So $12 a dozen. So a
How
donut.
many-
$1 a donut.
If you don't get a
$1 is
dozen,
one donut.
if you don't get a dozen, it's $1.05.
We'll get a dozen. Don't worry.
Yes, yeah, yes.
I watched Jill's brain.
So
Liz.
should we get Liz? Are we
Yeah.
getting 1 box of 12 donuts or 2 boxes of 12 donuts?
How many different kinds of donuts are there?
It's a bakery, so there's at least... how many flavors does Dunkin' Donuts have? We'll go
A
with
lot.
Boxes.
A lot. She's
There's a
gonna
lot.
get
There's
2
seasonal
boxes.
Ones, there's. Okay, let's just do this. How about we'll get 2 boxes and we'll get some of the. I'm assuming they're special blueberry ones.
They have
Get some of
22
those.
classic flavors, so there's 22 types of
Got it.
Nice.
So including all of the ones that are probably special for the Blueberry Festival, we can get 2 dozen donuts. We'll get... I gotta get a little bit of the banana bread because Mama would have my head if I didn't bring some of this back. And I think Liz, they're probably gonna try and stuff some in their pockets probably. So let's just...
But if you try to walk off with my food without paying,
No, she doesn't do that.
I would never.
She'll-
I don't
she'll
commit
literally
crimes.
Buy it and then tell you not to bag it and put it in her pockets.
It's easier that way. Easy access. I got pockets on my shirt.
you spend too much time on the internet, don't you?
Not too much. No such thing as too much. I've been away from it for too long. Do you have TikTok?
Jill, I want to ask, are you asking for the role you have, or are you just asking in general?
I'm not trying to use my influence to get free bakery food.
Are you? Jill,
Yes, I am.
God,
usual way.
God, why?
What do I?
Jill has a move that's literally called TikToker influencer
Fucking
presence.
serious.
Ollie
He,
is going to go. I'll be right. I'll get the donuts, and Ollie's gonna walk and just start getting the donuts. Like, this is gonna take a while.
it's a roll plus charm, and he's not younger than 25 or older than 55, so just the +1 from eating the banana bread.
Okay, so how many dice do I roll?
2d6, and then I'll tell you where to go from there. I'm looking at your sheet.
Okay. It's a 5.
Mark experience.
It's not going well for me.
Alright, I want you to, first of all,
Get some more
Yeah.
experience.
Go ahead and mark 1 experience. And also,
You get some more experience.
they kind of look at you and go, no, what the fuck is a TikTok?
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Were you around for Vine?
Do I look like I was around for Vine? He's like in his 30s.
Never mind.
Right.
Hey.
Right. Okay.
Hey.
The cell signal out here is pretty bad.
I still have a MySpace.
Michelle, you're an abnormal 30-year-old.
Alright. Okay. So we have our donuts. We have. I'm guessing probably 3 or 4 slices of the banana bread. And then some just plain old sandwich bread.
Anything? Oh, and the pie.
And the pie. We're taking that to go. Yeah.
Anything y'all need to know? Anything you need help with?
Has there ever been an insane asylum here?
Population's never been big enough to support one. So no.
Got it.
Have you ever seen Sweeney Todd?
Yeah, it's a great musical. High school put it on 2
Okay.
years ago.
Is that here?
Are you asking if I make human pies?
You! This is the best food I've ever had in my life. I would never insult you like that. Don't ever assume. I mean the other place that has the food.
The moonshine?
Yeah.
I mean, Sabrina's a bit weird, but she's
Okay.
kind of harmless.
Okay.
So people don't just go there and don't leave? Like, have too much to drink there or something like that?
Oh, people all the time have too much to drink, though. The sheriff goes and takes them to the wherever they're staying at.
Okay, so is it always the sheriff?
I mean, he's the law enforcer around here.
Okay. Kind of funny how the sheriff takes him out of the jail, right?
Yeah, I
Kinda
guess I
funny,
hadn't
right?
thought about that.
Yeah. That's pretty weird. Especially being the sheriff all the time. Yeah. I'm really excited for the pie. Thank you. Is there... I actually don't have anything else because it was going to be related to whatever is going on with Liz. I'm sure you can't share your secret banana bread ingredient, right? Whatever that is.
If you win at the pie eating contest against me on the second day of the festival, I'll give it to you. That's my criteria every time, and I haven't lost a single time.
Is that the only food eating contest?
There's a couple others, but pie is a common one since, blueberries.
Oh,
And
that's fair.
we usually grill, so there's usually a hot dog eating contest as well.
I bet you... Oh, I was gonna look at this. I bet you Waylon would like that one. Seems like a hot
Seems-
dog kind of guy.
Yeah. I think you probably win it.
Yeah.
There's
You should tell
also-
me about that one.
There's also, other stuff. But, yeah, I'll be running a stall too if you want to pick up more. But the bakery
Yeah.
itself will be closed. And I'll only be
Okay.
selling blueberries themed food at the festival.
Does everything close? Like during the festival, do all the businesses close, and is everybody usually at the festival?
A lot of us are. I close, the post office closes, knickknacks is open during the morning, but not later than that. Doctor's office is open for people who need emergency visits. Beauty stores open only in the morning. Everything else is closed, though. Library, moonshine. Well,
Okay.
moonshine's open really late at night once the kids have gone to bed. But
Okay. Like, really, really late?
last call's 2 a.m.
Okay.
And Connor, I know I've become much brighter. I
Okay,
have no
it went
control.
away.
Like, I have no control over the lighting. I'm very
It
pale.
was just
I'm reflective.
I saw like it flickered for a minute and then you went.
Oh, I was looking at my. Hold on, I might know why.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I have no control over that. That is my Word document.
God.
Okay.
So yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
We'll make sure that we come to your stall then too.
Well, if you can't find me, just ask around for me.
You got it. Thank you again.
No problem. I take it you guys are gonna leave.
Yep.
As soon as they're outside, Lizard's gonna go, I was so close to asking about the mole men.
You did good. You did really good, dude.
I really, the Sweetie Todd thing, I don't know where that came from. It was either that or the mole men.
We gotta figure out the Sweeney Todd thing next. We gotta figure out where that was. Those horror documentaries are just so weird.
Let's see if I can't fix that.
I'm gonna take a bite out of every single one of these donuts.
No. This box of Allie's gonna just hand over one of the boxes. This one though, this one you're good.
How dare you?
This one little bite.
I should also warn you, they don't stack the plus ones.
I have a plus 24 to this one roll.
I refuse to do that on principle.
We're not playing Pathfinder,
It
so it
just
doesn't work that way.
It keeps stacking till you throw up. You eat too many.
After 3, you have to make a tough
Is
roll.
that how the pie eating contest goes? The more pie you eat, the better you're going to do? Okay.
If it's related to tough, I am screwed.
Oh no. It's okay. I'm
I
like
will-
that with cool. Cool. I'm
I'll
not
say
good
this
at.
real quick. The pie eating contest on the second day is not pies made by him. Because
So they're gonna
So
be
we're gonna get drugged and die. Got
shitty
it.
garbage
no,
pies.
it's made by like some local townswoman. It's not the bar.
So we're gonna get drugged
Like
and die.
someone's grandma.
Exactly. That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing is cool. Okay, got it.
Alright, you guys good?
I mean, we're very good. Got all sorts of confectionery deliciousness.
Alright, then I'm gonna switch over to the last two who are heading to the mine shaft in the middle of the day.
That's
fun.
You know, considering
That's
it's
gonna
pretty
be
dark.
so
You-
unsuspicious.
Alright, you guys.
Suspicious.
I will say, once we're out of town, Jody probably puts on her combat armor. If she's going into a mine shaft, she's not going in unarmored, but she doesn't have her armor on, like, when we're investigating the town, so.
Waylon's got his cane.
That's fair. Alright,
She's always
so
packing. Sorry, go on.
As you guys, you're good. As you guys come up to what looks to just be a little hill, you come around to the side and you can see kind of a well-structured wooden entrance. There's kind of a sign on the top that says, "Do not enter. Falling rocks imminent," or something like that. It's essentially a "Don't fucking go into the mines, dumbasses." And it's got also a placard on the side that tells you, like, the mine was open this year, it had a collapse this year, it's been closed ever since in memory of these people.
It says it's closed.
You really not gonna go inside of a place just because it says it's closed.
Well, I'll consider it, but it's mostly the rocks that give me pause. Also the mine shaft. I don't know if you've been in a mine shaft before, but
Not a mine shaft, but I was in something close to it. Got a flashlight?
well, and she just like She's got a no flashlight. No, she definitely has.
No. It's Monster of the Week. You don't keep track of that kind of
Okay.
inventory. I assume
We have
the
a flashlight.
professional and the expert probably both have flashlights.
I would assume she does.
because it
so
just
she,
seems like a part of your kit.
she takes out her 9mm and her
No.
flashlight. She takes off the safety, cracks it,
No.
like ready to
No.
go in.
No.
What?
Don't use a gun inside of a mine shaft. I thought that'd be obvious. If you use a gun inside of a mine shaft, you're gonna make us both deaf.
I'll make you deaf, that's for sure. Alright, she puts it away and takes out the knife.
Thank you. And I'll turn on my flashlight and I'll start heading into the mine shaft.
Alright. I want you guys to go ahead and roll investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Which one is that
And,
again?
Sharp.
Fun fact,
Sharp.
since you guys are going under there, hold on.
Remind me
map?
how to play. Is it 2d6?
It's
2d6.
2d6. Investigate a mystery is sharp, correct?
Yes.
Alright, good.
Good at that. 9. For
9.
7 plus 2, 9.
6 plus 4 plus 2, that is a 10.
Why do you have a +4 +2?
6 and a 4.
It's the dice and then... Oh, the music finally
okay.
started for me. What the fuck?
Thank God.
Oh, I just.
Thank God, it's out of my head. Ah!
Leave
It wasn't
Wholesome
playing
alone.
this entire time for me because I don't know why.
So real quick, you got a mixed success,
I got a 10.
Becca, and then Connor, you got a what?
10.
What's your score? 10. You got a full success.
Yeah.
So Connor, you can ask 2 questions, and then Becca, you can ask 1.
What are the questions again?
What happened to you? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What is it going to do? And what is being concealed here? I will also point out, you don't have to ask all your questions right now.
Alright.
You can ask them as you go through this area.
I think the question I'm going to ask right off the bat is where did it go?
As you kind of walk into the mines, you can tell immediately this place is going to be extremely disorienting. Just everything around here, there's multiple lines that go out for some reason. It kind of looks like they had started a second line, but you're not really sure why. It doesn't make sense as a coal mine. And as you're walking in, you can see written above you on a board are some letters. And the words above it say, "You should have this memorized already, Bush." And it's RLLRBRBRL. And it says invert it.
RLLRL BR.
BRL.
I'm
Alright,
gonna let Connor do that. I'm distracted by Jill's cat.
Got that, and if you don't mind sending that in the chat.
gotcha. RLLRLBRL. And then invert.
It said under invert this.
Alright.
Turn a B into an F, just like in school.
I think it means for us to go left, right. B is in bottom or below. Left, right, left, right.
I think it's B as in backwards, but it's inverted, so we go forwards instead.
So would you like to follow the inverted instructions?
So we go that way.
Alright, as you guys start going the directions in the opposite of what they're written as, you start to notice, because of your initial question, claw marks on some of these paths down the wall. And these are massive claw marks, like bigger than a monster truck tire big, breaking down the walls.
Like, holy moly, they're big.
Ah!
I hate you. Take a 1 on your next roll, Jace. I can punish those here.
-1, not a +1.
Worth it.
I
Fuck
don't
you.
actually care either which way. Don't worry.
It's okay. You can just do punches during your
But-
push-ups during your stream. Fine.
But as you're going, you can see claw marks, and it's very distinctly going with the direction you go. And as you're going, you're noticing this place is very twisty-turny. Like, this does not make sense for a mine. Especially someone who has probably been on one, in one at least once, because you were in kind of a rural area of West Virginia. In fact, at one point you guys take a turn you're not supposed to, and find it immediately dead ends.
We should probably be quiet.
Keep going.
Yeah, no shit.
And as you get towards what is the last direction, you start to notice it kind of starts to open up to be bigger. And when you get to the final direction, you can actually see you're in almost what looks like an office building hall, which is weird because it's underground. And there's 2 doors on either side, and then an entranceway like this, like in front of you.
Interesting. I always knew the mole people were office workers. Damn bureaucrats! We found them.
Bureau moles.
Come on.
I was
No.
just doing my taxes. Got it.
I hate you all.
Does it look vaguely like a doctor's hall, like kind of like that kind of clean clinical?
Not really. It kind of looks like someone literally took a chunk of an office building, or like, have you ever been on a construction site and seen those trailers they use as offices?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like they just dragged one of those underground.
Got it.
And in fact, as you start to enter, you can see the edges of where torn metal is.
I still have one more question. Someone just sent me a message. Stop sending me
You,
messages.
you have one more question, and Becca still has a question.
What was the list again?
You have what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can it hurt, where did it go, what is it going to do, and what is being concealed here. Or you can ask a generalized question, because the rules have changed since this edition.
I'm kind of curious what it's going to do with an office building.
What can it do here?
What's it going to do?
Yeah. As you kind of like walk into this area, you can see inside these office doors, and you notice one of them is literally a place with chains hanging on the wall, like manacle chains. And while there's nobody in them, you can see bones. You also notice as you enter this area, there are no claw marks on these walls.
Floor?
What do you mean?
Are
There's none on the walls or the floor. There's no claw marks.
interesting. Jody, you curious about anything?
I'm debating between what it can do and what it can hurt.
And of course, like I said, you can do a generalized question.
I guess basically what it can do, what its actions are, like its behavior.
As you kind of talk to Waylon about this, you feel the ground begin to shift under you, like it did when you first arrived. And you kind of glance around both ways to like try to figure out what's happening. And you see one of the walls that were there before shift back and push. You don't see anything there, but you watch as the ground around that hallway twists and turns, and a new split direction goes off one way. And you can kind of see it circumvents this area and enters the room you have not yet entered, the big archway one. Because you can see the doorway through the other doorway.
Jody kind of gestures like, ladies first. She doesn't say
Age before
ladies
beauty.
first, but that's the gesture.
Age before beauty.
Is there a roll I can do to be quiet?
No, and you guys don't have to roll for stuff like that.
Okay,
it's just,
good.
If you say you're being quiet, you're quiet.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as stealthy as possible.
Alright. You walk
This is
into this
D&D.
room, and the first thing that strikes you is while everything else had an echoing noise as you were walking through it, this room doesn't have that echo. It's almost like someone had soundproofed this room. And it's a huge fucking room. Like, walking into this, you know this was not built as a mining operation initially. But it definitely has had stuff from that mining operation pulled in, because you can see boxes stacked around. Kind of like a forklift in one area. And there's also something that is incredibly hard to miss. A giant fucking hole leading straight down in the center of the room. And I don't mean like, oh, you know, it's kind of big. I mean, it's probably 20 feet in diameter. Fucking hole. And also, weirdly enough, you kind of see a gong that you'd usually see in a Chinese food place along one wall. I'm just saying, it's so good you did not bring a lizard right now.
Oh yeah, Jody would never, but I am so tempted.
Lizard absolutely would.
I reel back and I just see Connor in his webcam just go, no, 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 no.
But beyond the
Going back
multiple
into character.
boxes, yeah.
Waylon,
Beyond the multiple boxes and lift, there's not much.
Gotcha. Waylon would look at Jody and say, I think that's the dinner bell.
I want to sort of creep up to the. She's gonna creep up to the edge and like kind of army crawl, I guess, when she gets close, and try to peer over into the hole with the flashlight.
You peer your flashlight over, you don't see a bottom. But you also don't see anything in it.
That's what I expected, but you never know. And she'll back up and get back up.
As you guys are standing here, you can hear earth around this room shifting, but the room itself is not shaking.
I feel no closer to solving this. I only have more questions.
Well, we know
But
where
I
they're
guess
gonna
this
go.
is the epicenter?
I think it's where something gets fed.
Could be. Could be anything, really.
What's in the boxes?
You kind of open and kind of shift through them. You see one of them still has like more like handcuffs and chains. Another one has coal still in it, which is a little confusing because you know how much coal is worth. And leaving behind that much coal is a bit reckless. There's also... some of them are just empty, which is kind of weird to you. Like, and they're not small crates, but they're fully empty. But you notice you can push and pull them pretty easy. The ones that are empty. And you keep going through them. Some of them just have what looks to be mountains of paperwork. One of them looks to have a new attachment for the forklift. Most of it's just basic mining equipment, besides the one with the chains and other stuff in it. Although you do notice there's a couple weapons in there, kind of like knives, but no guns, just things to cut. Oh, and an axe.
I take the axe.
Alright. For the you can take the axe and add it to your gear. If you want the actual stats for it, Lizzie has them on her sheet, so I can send it to you in a second.
It's fine.
Because of course, Lizard has an
I don't
axe.
need them right away. Something tells me I'm not going to really use it.
Alright. As you guys are standing there, the air is definitely kind of chilly down here because it's so far down underground. Also, one of the things that's weirdly surprising is despite the fact you're so far underground, the earth does not get damp. It stays this hard, almost block-like
Minecraft.
texture. I don't know what you just said, but I don't
Someone
trust
just said
that I laughed
Minecraft.
at it.
Minecraft.
It's the nether. It's the nether.
I'm so sorry. You just like it just remains this block, and I'm like block, mine shaft.
I hate you both. But... So anything else you'd like to investigate while you're in the mines?
I mean, I have half a mind to sabotage the forklift, to be honest.
You
You think it's being used?
I mean,
What if we need to
Forklifts
use
are-
it later?
fine. Fair point.
Think about it. Do you think mole people are using forklifts?
Not
no,
mole people. I think
we are.
This is Connor talking, not mole people. I think that the people are. Because new forklift blades means that they're trying to keep using it, which means they're using it to move stuff.
Alright, you can do what you want.
No, I could see myself using it for something. All right, I think getting out of here might be a good idea.
I'm setting us up for a really cool scene later. Don't worry.
Oh, you have no idea. But you guys come up, no problem. It's the exact same pathway back, despite all the earth moving. Although you do notice on your way back up, paths that had been there before are gone, and paths that hadn't been there before are there. It is definitely meant to be hard to navigate down here, but you do not know why.
Goody. It's a labyrinth. All right. I think we should get the spooky squad the hell out of here before they come to that.
Yes.
What do you think the others found?
Sure. I don't know, man.
I just thought about the two fucking teenagers. You guys find the underground hole. They bought donuts.
It's like,
Okay,
well,
so-
ideally, Liz and Ollie haven't blown our entire cover, but we'll find out when we get back.
We'll see. Let's get back there. And I think we're going to start walking back to town now.
Yeah.
Alright. As you guys come back, I'm assuming probably most of you are either at the RV or in town center, wherever you decided to.
I think we would have met at the RV, honestly.
Makes
That feels the safest.
As you guys get back to the RV,
Ollie and Liz are sitting on top of the RV.
never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
Some of them have
There's a
flags.
ladder.
Oh, okay.
There's-
Yeah.
That actually makes sense considering Waylon as a person. But as you guys get back, the town it's definitely getting quiet. It's definitely night. You see people still setting up, kind of, even though it's late. You see a lot of people flocking to the bar after working all day trying to get the setup. And as you walk through, all of the stalls and stuff up, it looks kind of awesome. Like, if this was a small town fair that you wanted to go to, and there was like a choice of 10 of them, this would be the one.
As long as the 11th one didn't have good cell service.
I mean, would you trade like a cheap ass Ferris wheel or cell service?
Cell service.
Cell service.
With cell service.
Cell service.
I had to make the joke. Leave me alone.
All of us would be like cell service.
Okay, so new plan was instead of lighting a float on fire, we can just light some of the stalls on fire.
Yeah, because there's nobody in them right now, so nobody's gonna get hurt.
Don't ruin their hard work.
Oh, hey guys.
We were not talking about burning anything down.
No, we don't burn things down.
Of course,
That's a
we
crime.
weren't.
They catch fire sometimes.
Lady, there's no one in them. We could burn them very easily.
I know that was kind of my thought.
You know how much time it took to build those things?
There is endless time. We do not have to worry about time. Time is never ending. Therefore, it didn't cost anything.
Yeah, I know, but also we gotta make sure that, keeping the spooky squad safe. But also think about why we're here, to make sure that all of the festival is enjoyed and all the people can enjoy the festival. Always looking around to make sure nobody's like watching them or trying to listen in or anything.
People are in their own fucking world. You guys are just weird ass tourists.
Got it.
Well, I found something interesting.
We got donuts.
Okay, let's get inside.
Yep.
Give me a donut.
So we're gonna.
Liz, you should give Jody one of your donuts. Let her try one.
Liz opens up the box. Pick one. I bit a lot of them. Don't take those ones. They're mine.
Why?
How else am I supposed to clean them? You can't see it when somebody licks a donut. Duh. Don't be stupid. Take a donut.
As a power move, Jody takes one of the ones with a little bite out of it. And like looking Liz dead in the eye, she takes a bite.
Lizard slams the box closed. Because good luck getting anything from me.
Before that happens, before you can slam it closed, Ollie, you see a familiar hand reach out and pull one out before Lizard can notice and take it. And hear the lady just go, I'd rather enjoy these. She won't miss it.
No, she won't. That was good. I'll grab
You
another one
can-
for you on the way out.
Are there 2 boxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 boxes.
Ollie has a whole box.
Oh, there's a whole other
My kid has. I don't know what my
yeah.
kid has.
Ollie kind of slowly opens the box. Here you go, Mom.
There's a
Oh,
reason
try
the lady.
try the bread as well.
Ooh, I'll try the bread.
So who's eating right now bakery stuff?
I'm eating the donut.
Alright, you 2 roll 2d6 plus weird.
I'm eating a
I don't-
donut.
Alright, you do.
I think Waylon will probably have one too.
Alright.
If you combine all the bites of donuts that Lizard has taken, Lizard has eaten one full donut.
Everyone who's eating one of the bakery sweets right now, roll the 2d6.
I rolled an 8.
Do I have to roll them again?
Yeah, because you get to retry it every time. Because if it's a different food, it's a different experience.
Literally the same thing.
What did you... Becca, are you holding up 2 because you got 2 snake eyes?
No, I got a 1 and a 2, and my weird is -1, so I got a 2.
You take a bite of it. It's a pretty good donut, but you don't really understand lizard type.
I got
Yeah,
a 3 and a 5.
9.
My weird is 0. 8.
I
The mixed
rolled 2
successes...
fours.
The mixed successes, which is anything from 7 to 9, they're pretty good fucking donuts. Oh my god!
Well, I'm
But no,
eating the
plus
banana
1.
bread, to be fair.
And the same with the banana bread. It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking good. Like, you're almost mad how good it is.
So, what did all y'all find?
Donuts.
Well,
And pie. Apparently the pie's even better. But I'm saving that for
I
tomorrow.
found out where the... And she just pulls out the... I just pull out the blueprints for the doctor's office and the pub. Apparently, this... She points at the thing from the pub. Goes here. She points to where it goes in the doctor's office.
Really is.
Diagonal.
Why does it do that?
According to Sam, they said it's in case there was a prisoner who was causing problems or needed to get help medically, so that they wouldn't have to send them through the town. Which,
So
I guess
something like, so if somebody goes insane.
yes. Also, Sam's married to the mayor.
So like an insane
Aw,
asylum.
he's married. I
Did
mean,
I literally call the insane asylum 2 thing? Oh my
I
gosh.
don't think it's necessarily the insane asylum. You can get hurt in jail.
I don't know how I feel about this. I gotta stop talking.
No, and she also said, they also said, that Sabrina, who's the one at the pub, is relatively new to town. I don't know what that means, because apparently people in this town live here forever and ever and ever, but she only came over with her parents, which is interesting, because from everything I've seen, you live here for generations.
Did she eat her parents?
I don't know what happened to her parents. I didn't ask about that. I should have.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
I should have asked. I didn't.
You did a good job, Mom. You're fine.
Well, these are the, and she just ripped the
Well, I think that little piece of information is going to be very useful. Jody, you want to tell the rest of the class what we found?
the mole people are office workers.
All right. Well, you want to try again, or should I do it this time?
I got it.
What
Alright.
kind of office do they have? Is it one of those really tall? Is it like a skyscraper?
Nope.
I always thought
it's-
Staples was weird.
It's like a reverse
Yeah, I know,
skyscraper. You know, it goes underground.
Why? It's if it's why would they call it Staples?
Yeah, there's like so many other things. Oh my god. The mole people.
They could call it like Office Supplies Mega Store or something.
I mean,
instead
there's
of
already an
Staples.
Office Depot, so they have to differentiate themselves.
I want you guys to know I had to mute myself so when I laugh at you guys, it cannot be picked up.
But why Staples though? Mama, why would they name it Staples?
fucking
that
damn it.
doesn't-
Because it
what do you
holds
use
businesses.
Staples for? Why not keyboards?
If we're going by
Keyboards.
Okay, staples hold things together. So like you buy the office supplies.
Or
and
it
that's
is
office
a
supplies
staple.
I
Like,
mean, you
not
staples are
like a
basic
stapler
things, so,
staple, like a staple of something.
Do they have
I
their
get what
own
you're saying.
brand of staples?
They have, yes, of course.
I don't know actually.
That would
No,
be
they
like,
have
that
store
would be
brand.
like TikTok having a TikTok. Does TikTok have a TikTok, Liz?
They have to have
Also,
a
for
TikTok.
audience listeners, Connor walked away. He's not. He's gone. He's gone.
Leave it to the brain
This
trust
is-
here to.
This is why these mysteries don't take the amount of time they're supposed to. Is because we do shit like this all the time.
Because
Oh, yeah.
Jade and Joe are-
Officially, a mystery is only supposed to take 2.
Yep.
We're
luck
not
with
even close.
That's
We'll
never
look
gonna
at the
happen.
8.
No, it's never gonna happen.
We'll get to 8.
No,
Don't
it's gonna
worry.
be like 10 to 12. 10 to 12.
So if the store is called Staples
damn.
because they sell no, because they sell
Please, I had to walk
Staples,
away.
I have a question. Lizard has to know. So if they call it Staples because they sell Staples, I have a very concerning question about Dick's Sporting Goods.
I knew you were going to quote that vine, Jillian.
They sell sporting goods. What's up, Dick? Dick's the name of
Mama,
a person.
but they haven't called. They haven't called sex sporting in a long time. I don't think.
Oh no, that's not what it means, baby.
In fairness, last time they did nude sports, it was with the Greeks, I believe. Or was that the Romans?
I do remember that. What, didn't
They had it at college
have some
sometimes.
form of lacrosse or something?
As you're saying this, the lady goes, "Those were good days."
I'm happy I don't hear
You'll
this.
have to tell me about that sometime.
Anyway.
So, wait, are the mole people moles then? Is this a,
They could be-
is this
alright.
one of your
No. To be
CIA thing?
To-
Like
it's
the
joking.
CIA moles?
to cease joking for a hot minute. Yeah, we went into the mine shaft. It's labyrinthine. You have to follow a specific path, which Waylon wrote down. And when you get there, it's like kind of like this office type area, and we found a place that seems to be sort of the epicenter of these earthquakes, because when we were down there and in that room and a quake went off, everything else shook, but the room was still. And in that room was a 20-foot wide pit, bottomless pit, and a gong. And no, Lizard, you can't hit the gong.
How about when we monster hunt all of them? After
They're
Maybe.
ready to kill, we can hit the gong and you can do it.
The only,
as a celebration.
the only reason I'm apprehensive is there were some pretty mighty big claw marks there. About, what's a good size comparison? One of the claws is about the length of my arm.
So like the
And-
T-Rex in Jurassic Park.
Big. So, whatever's in there must be a pretty big creature. And if they're using people, then that gong is the feeding bell. And they ring that to get them to come. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Well, I was in the library and I asked Sam about possibilities, and there was a book on mythology, but I couldn't get it because the doctor, oddly enough, had lost it in some sort of bet. Apparently,
The doctor whose
I feel like
office has a tunnel running to it.
yes,
I
I
th-
thought that was a bit odd too.
I think it'd be a good idea to pay a dead doctor a visit.
Agreed.
Okay, somebody break my arm.
No.
No.
You can't just go to the doctor.
I was...
I left you
As
in fist.
I
As
was...
Lizard says this, you see the lady's hands, you, Ollie, no one else, start to reach for Lizard's arms.
No.
She
Remember,
said-
we're not hurting people.
She said to break it, it was voluntary.
No.
I was actually thinking we'd do it a bit more covertly.
Oh, you mean like
Yeah.
setting it on fire?
No, I mean like breaking in this case.
Remember, we could set the stalls on fire because there's nobody there.
Are you gonna do it
Why?
twice?
Okay,
I'm not gonna do anything. Again, I don't light things on fire. They just happen to catch fire. We've gone over this.
well,
The lighter's not even in my hands yet. But no. When we got the donuts. Oh, by the way, Waylon, they have a hot dog eating contest. Just in case you're interested.
It seemed like something you would like.
Yeah. We thought you might really like doing that.
I'll pass. I'm trying to cut back a little bit. Doesn't do well at my age.
But they're just hot dog. What do you mean they?
When you get to my age, you'll
Are you-
understand good.
Are you allergic to hot dogs?
But proteins. I thought protein was
If
good for you.
the
So,
gut
protein-
wasn't plain enough to see, I'm getting a little bit bigger my age, and it's harder to keep muscle at my age. That's why I'm cutting back on stuff like that.
This is why I'm never getting older.
Too bad.
So, okay. Anyway, so everywhere closes for the most part during the actual festival. But the bar opens late, but then they have last call at 2 a.m., by the way, not 2 p.m. Because that was silly. Look, man, I haven't been in a bar. Mama.
he says, looking
Um,
directly. They say directly looking at mom.
I
Okay.
haven't been in a bar before. So
Honey,
I
I know that's a lie.
I've never been to a last call, so if it's anything like it is in the movies, then there you go. Then probably people file. I don't know how that works, but that's when it is, and I'm guessing it closes in the morning.
See, my only reason for thinking that going to the doctor's office and finding that tunnel would be a good idea. If we manage to break out that spooky squad before whatever is going to happen happens, then if whatever they want to do is going to occur,
they'll need to find a replacement. Or a few.
Do you think the bar ladies, if she had those sleeping pills, do you think that she put sleeping pills in other people's food too?
Yeah, probably. But I think if she's going to aim for any bunch, it's going to be the folks from out of town.
Which are us.
Exactly. So if we save them now...
You want us to be bait.
Yeah. The only difference is bait doesn't work that well when it stays up at night waiting for you to come in.
Liz, we should definitely also go get like the rest of stuff to make sandwiches because I don't want to eat any of that lady's food. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I did not. I listen. When I mentioned Sweeney Todd earlier, I thought about it a little bit more, and I won't set foot in there. I've seen too many movies. I refuse to eat a people.
Yeah, I don't think people would taste good. Like, I like
Gamey.
meat, but yeah.
Yeah. So like pork.
Well, we're supposed to be staying with. I don't know if anyone else is gonna go, but I think it would be beneficial with the mayor running the B&B. It would be beneficial for us to at least go there, if not necessarily stay there. I don't know. I don't want to sleep in here. No offense, Waylon, but this is not. No. I'd rather sleep in a bed.
I'm assuming I'm coming too.
Yes. You don't really have an
I know.
option.
Yes, Mama. Sorry.
We should head over there. It's getting late. We should go over there. And see about maybe talking to the doctors in the morning.
When's the festival?
Tomorrow morning is when it starts.
We don't have that opportunity.
You still have a nighttime shift. You don't have to sleep. Like, your sleep time does not count in that nighttime shift. Because I assume most of you will only need a few
Is
hours
the doctor still open?
at night? Fuck no.
Doctor's hours are like bank hours. They fuck off
Yeah,
as
they
soon as they
close-
can.
Okay, wait. Everybody in the town probably goes to the pub, right?
Which means the pub's a bad
We
spot to
shouldn't-
go to break in, but the doctor's office would be a good spot to sneak in.
Okay, so we're gonna go sneak?
And unfortunately means that the guns are going to be a bad idea, though.
I have an axe.
I have a knife.
I don't have any.
Definitely don't have a gun.
The lady looks at you and goes, "You are a weapon."
That's the point. Again, we're in. This is all in Ollie's head, by the way. He's just making eye contact with everybody. We're saying this for Mom, remember?
Your mom's saying you do some shit.
I know.
This is true.
Remember the last time that. Remember when we brought the revolver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She flipped her lid a little bit.
I want to avoid the revolver situation again.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Just saying, you can do magic. And
Okay,
you-
so let's.
I understand
So
what I'm gonna do.
so Ollie's fully lying, right?
Oh yeah.
Not having any weapons.
Oh yeah.
Lizard-
knows.
Okay.
Lizard's gonna look over at Ollie and go, "They're lying."
No, I mean, I know that. That's the thing is, I know that.
Lizard's a human lie detector. Don't even try it.
That is
I-
one of the stories.
Sorry. I guess that I'm sorry that I have the.
I know
enemies
you have the
still.
gun. Poppy gave you. It's fine.
I think the concern should be
Well, I
I
do have
don't
that
like
too.
it. I don't.
if Ollie didn't have weapons, it would be a concern.
I don't like it, but you know.
Yep.
I can't really
Yep.
stop it.
And you hear the lady say in your head, "You should take more guns from him next time."
That's the plan.
I think guns should be the last resort, but I think we need to get down there as soon as possible.
I'm not even supposed to have one, so yeah, let's go with that.
So we're gonna go, I guess, to the doctor's office.
All 6 of you? All 5 of you, sorry.
I'm
6.
fine. Well, 6 because, you know, Ali has a person with...
I counted myself by accident, ignore me.
Ali has a person
Done
with
that
that's
before.
fine.
I have a +1.
That's true.
Jody,
All
are you
of
coming with us? I'm assuming.
Yeah, who else is gonna keep you kids out of danger while we break into an office?
Excuse me, I think I'm older than you.
You
No,
are. No, wait, no, I
We
think.
all.
Wait, how old is Mariella again?
35. She's my...
Yeah, no, wait. Shoot, wait, how old is Jody?
The ages, it goes Waylon, Jody, Mariella,
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Lizard, and Ollie.
Oh yeah, I think you're older than
some
me.
reason I was
so-
like,
I looked at your
Jody's
guys' ages
28.
a lot.
But no, she's 38.
Oh, she's 38. Okay, she's a couple years older.
Mhm.
Either way, look, I guess we're all gonna go. 'Cause I don't think I can stop the two of you, and she just points at Lizard and Ali, and I don't have any control over you two. And I'm not gonna go. If they're gonna go, I'm gonna go too, because I'm not making.
The only other way I can think of doing this is if we're worried about too many people being inside the building at one time, then a few of us go into the bar and act as a distraction.
I don't trust
Liz
that.
and I
fella.
could do that, right?
No,
Nope.
no,
I'm-
no,
Come on.
no,
You're
Guys,
not
I'm
old
kidding.
enough.
Oh my gosh.
no. We're all going to.
I was about to say,
We're
you
out of
guys,
civilization for 5 minutes and everyone forgets sarcasm.
real quick, you guys are still outside the RV, or are you inside?
In the RV right now.
We're in
Inside.
inside, yeah.
Okay.
Inside.
Then I will not.
Although
say
I
anything.
do, when we do exit the RV, I do want to actually use the stumbling onto something.
Okay.
Oops.
I'll say
It's
as,
okay.
you, as you come out of the RV, you actually see the sheriff walking with one of the townspeople and going, "You are such a lightweight,"
Where's he going
and
to?
continues. He seems to be walking to town hall where there are currently places to keep people if they're causing issues.
Alright.
So he'll be distracted. It'll be easier for us to get in
Alright.
Alright.
We are going to attempt to be sneaky.
Yeah, no problem.
As we're going up, Ollie's looking at like the roof line, anywhere over doors. Ollie's looking for cameras.
This town is so.
Come
cool.
on, man.
I know it's a fair question
is
because in
still.
mysteries, that's a good question. There ain't one in this town.
I have to avoid cameras. Leave me alone.
I'm assuming that when we get there.
Also, have you ever seen Cabin in the Woods? It was
No.
an old rundown place and there were a bunch of
No,
cameras.
I've
okay?
never I've even heard of that movie. Now get back to me when you've watched Monster from the Black Lagoon already. Alright?
Do they even have that on? Did that even make its DVD?
God damn it, kid.
I'm assuming when we get to the front, like the door, it's locked.
No,
It's not. Oh
this
my
is
god.
a safe town.
Small
They don't lock
town.
their doors.
Oh,
It
God.
opens right up.
Coming in.
That's not the least suspicious at all, right?
Plenty of small towns don't lock their doors.
When a town is small enough, you don't bother locking the door.
But like the door, because we're going to the doctor's office, right?
Yeah.
The door to the doctor's office. they're just like they fuck off with that. Like, oh, you want some prescription? We got him in the bag.
In general,
I mean,
in
I'd
general, you
imagine
don't
with
keep
if this
prescriptions
is
in-
like the town hall that we're seeing on the map, the residential area must be fucking tiny.
I told you the population size is like 1,400. Let me.
13. It's 13.
That's it.
You heathens. 1354.
That's nothing.
Not a. It's technically considered a village.
Weird question.
I think. Small.
Can I see if I look inside? Can I see like files, like medical files?
You
Medical
abs-
files.
You look in and you can see the main front area is kind of like a waiting room, but you can see there's a little hallway. The door is not closed, and there's 2 doors there, and one of them is open, and you can see file cabinets in that one.
I don't have a last name, so it's gonna be a little difficult. There aren't that many people in this town. I want to see if I can find Sabrina.
Sabrina,
Yeah.
Teenage witch.
No.
you You start searching, and you guys come into this doctor's office, by the way. And you watch Mariella immediately dart for that hallway. And the room you walk into is kind of a nice waiting room. It's kind of quaint. Magazines sitting on the side table, a fake plant, tissue box, and hand sanitizer. There's the front table. There's not even a computer at that front table because most of the people in town know who you are. And then there's the hallway that leads into the back. And Mariella, as you enter... What? Go ahead, Connor.
I was just going to describe. Waylon is going to take out of one of his pockets a set of glasses with circular lenses that have these triangular secondary lenses on the inside. He's going to put them on. I'm going to use my all-seeing eyes to have temporary sight to see hidden things.
As you walk into this office, you can kind of see... There's nothing in this entrance hall, but you can see something glowing in one of the rooms in the back, the one that Mariella darted for.
Perfect. I'm going that way.
Yeah.
Ollie's gonna grab like a handful of like scalpels and shots.
Okay.
Jody takes
I'm
the
gonna tell you-
adrenaline
no,
shots
no.
from.
No, stop real quick. That is in a locked cabinet.
Okay.
You either
was
need
gonna
to
say.
pick it, or you're going to need to use magic to try to get in.
Ollie probably does it look like a really simple lock?
No.
No.
There's a reason they leave the front door unlocked. It's because they lock up their medicine well.
This is common practice in medical offices. Even when patients are
Like-
in the rooms, they're locked.
Oh, yeah. There's locks on everything. Except for the medical cabinets, because they don't give a shit
We're
about
gonna
those.
give it a shot.
Okay.
Alright.
What am I rolling?
Do you want to use magic, or do
no,
you
I'm
want...
assuming it's Ollie. I'm assuming Ollie has a lockpick kit.
Okay. I'm gonna say, because this is kind of like a cool guy move, let me double check to see if that's what we would use in the book. But go ahead and roll your dice.
Okay. I got an 8.
The gang gets arrested by the cops.
Well, if you have something.
Listen, there weren't any
Uh,
alarms. We checked for security stuff.
I will point out 8 plus 1. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What
So it's at
was
least
the
a
plus,
9
what was the plus
Donut.
one for?
for the bread.
Donut.
The donut, yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. Oh, well enough.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you for that.
so, let's see here. I'm gonna say cool because cool is how calm and collected you are. So, your cool's a
Cool's
0.
0, so 9.
Mixed success. You open it, but you definitely broke the lock on it.
Oops. Luckily, I'm not paying attention, so I'm not doing
I won't take as many things. Maybe like 2 or 3 scalpels, and then if there's like maybe like like 1 adrenaline shot, but not like nothing. Like I'm not like cleaning it out. Just like a couple things, and then just sliding them in one of the many pockets that I have in my pants.
Okay, real quick, one of the best parts about watching with webcams is I can see Connor and Jill dying inside what Ollie's doing.
Yep.
Best part is if I was Ollie at his age, I definitely would have held all of those scalpels in my hand, in between my knuckles, and gone, "Look, I'm Wolverine."
Ollie's a
Kind
very...
of, it's kind of that moment of like, this is
Alright,
also the
Mariella...
lock broke, so it's like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh
Right.
fuck.
Real quick, just before I go to the 2 in the back room immediately. Lizard, Jody, what are you doing? Besides playing with the Sharpie, I think, Jill?
This is an X-Acto knife.
Oh, I couldn't see what it was.
Again, scalp.
This is a Sharpie.
You guys.
Mine's not in this room. I don't think.
Anyways, what are you two doing?
I think Jody's just kind of keeping a lookout.
Okay.
Blizzard's stealing all the magazines.
There's some magazines here that, as you look at them, they're from like when you were born.
Blizzard is stealing all the magazines.
These are old ass magazines. It's kind of weird, but yeah, you can take them.
Backpack full of magazines.
Alright, going to the 2 in the back room. Michelle, you asked first. You start digging through these files and you find like 6 Sabrinas.
Damn white
Waylon's in
people.
the room with me?
Yeah.
Waylon, how old do you think she was?
Late 30s. No, late 20s, early 30s.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can find people in that specific range.
Alright. You find one person in that range, and the name on the file says Sabrina Bush.
Okay. Sabrina Bush.
She comes up a pretty clean profile. She's had a visit couple times a year. She had flu last time she came in. Nothing really out of the ordinary on her. She does mention that she was
parents?
only admitted as a patient about 6 years ago.
Okay, so maybe that's when she moved into town. Interesting. Does it mention? So can I see if I find anyone else with the name Bush?
Yeah, you find an older couple with the last name. They've been in town for like
Is there a
20
copy
years.
machine in here?
The doctor's
I'm going to copy all their records.
Alright.
This is breaking every law.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely breaking HIPAA. Waylon, you go to where you see this glowing square. There is carpet over it. You flip it back and find the trapdoor. However, unlike at the bar, this one is heavily locked. Like, what was on the medicine cabinet does not compare to this.
Fuck. I'm also taking a shot of morphine.
I can pick that.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
wait, no, hold on 1 second. We'll get back to that in a second. Jace,
Ollie has 1 shot of morphine, 1 shot of adrenaline, and like 3 scalpels now, so we're good.
okay. I thought you meant you were like taking it right now.
No. Ollie is not a druggie.
Oh, shit.
Ollie knows what they would use the morphine for. It is not on themselves.
Okay.
No, that's why I wanted to clarify.
Okay, go on.
I can pick that. She like pulls out a lockpicking kit.
All right.
Ollie's coming in the room.
I have a dot. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Um,
I'll let you do that then.
I'm gonna try and pick those locks.
Alright, we're gonna do the same thing we did with Ollie. Roll plus cool.
Is this cool as well?
Because
Okay,
it's
so
just
that's
how
enough.
calm and collected you are, because that's what cool stands for.
11.
And you have a -1, so a 10. You
10,
have a full
yeah.
success.
Full success.
You pop that lock you have the key. It just
She just gestures.
Damn, way to go, Mom.
Well done. I didn't think you could do that. Is everybody
Yes,
in the
you
room?
locked.
Jody's keeping watch.
You're locked down.
All right.
One too many times.
Waylon's gonna like poke his head
Liz-
out and kind of gesture for Jody to get over here.
Lizard, where are you?
Liz.
Huh?
Liz.
Going that way.
All right, guys. One thing of note: Waylon will take the lock.
Fair enough. Alright,
It's
You
he
guys-
basically just doesn't.
Ollie's gonna go to fist bump his mom.
who's going,
He basically
who's going
just
down?
That was cool.
he basically just doesn't want the lock left behind, so someone could lock the door behind them.
Oh, yeah, no, I got where you were going.
Okay, good.
Who's going down first? Because it is a staircase like you saw in the bar. Or not a staircase,
Ollie's gonna
ladder.
kind of push everyone aside. Hold on. Ollie's gonna kind of reach out with the lady to see if there's anything like that she can see moving.
She takes a minute. There's no one actively moving, but I can feel breathing.
Okay. Like sleeping, breathing.
Pained, labored. It's tight. There's 4 of them. Not together, but down there, yes.
Okay. Thank you. There's 4 of them. They're hurt. They're down there.
All right. In that case,
Let's
Waylon
go.
will put
Pull
the
out
sword
flashlight.
away.
Pulls out flashlight from bag.
Long rest
Flashlight
at
knife
them.
time.
Waylon's gonna go first.
Alright. Waylon, you head down, and as you go down, these lights are motion sensor. So they light up as you go, and you step, step, step. And it's surprisingly far down. And you get to the bottom of this place. And as you get there, you kind of take a glance around, and it's just a single hallway. It's not like the hallway you found in the mines. This very much looked like it was intentionally carved out by people. And there are 2 doors on this side, 2 doors on this side, and then there's a ladder on the other end going straight up.
We're getting
Feedback.
some feedback.
I know I can't stop it. It's doing it on my end too.
Oh. So,
I thought it was me, so I moved everything away from my microphone.
all right. Any animals down here?
Give me a second.
Oh.
It's a lawless land. No,
I'm the
that's
DM.
not the law.
I'm the keeper now.
You're not.
No, I there's something wrong with
It sounds a little better.
I can
Nope.
still hear it, so I'm gonna.
Nope, just kidding.
Muffled and the feedback is still there. I guess it's the.
I miss Wholesome.
Hey, Macarena.
Give me 1 sec.
Technical difficulty.
Jace is gonna go BIT now.
Yep. Local IT person, Jace. Here to save the day.
The stupid hurricane. There's supposed to be another advisory in like 15 minutes.
No kings, no gods, only trains. That's a very old reference to a very old Funhouse video.
I've only been watching like the last year, so.
I haven't watched them in the last probably 3 years, but it's one of my favorite Funhouse videos of all time. It might not even be Funhouse. It might be Inside Gaming or whatever they were before. Wait. Hold on, gotta match them up. Wait. It won't focus, hold on.
I'm making a 6.9 out of.
It's backwards, but it's there. Oh, focus.
The extra irony is that this is a ace dice. It's the asexual dice.
Nice.
Wait. This doesn't work.
Also, earlier, Houdini, she was in my lap, and she was trying to smack all my dice out of my dice tray, and I was letting her, and I was like, yeah!
Yeah, I saw. I was watching her.
She's my baby. She left
her.
These are the ones I use.
Oh, I use many.
I just rolled a 10.
Well, the ace dice have 4, so I just.
I like these. I got these from Die Hard.
Yeah,
And I got
the-
these specifically for these games, and there's just it's just
I can hear you.
like
Okay, there's no feedback. Thank you.
no feedback.
You did it.
My cord got
She's
wrapped too
screaming.
tightly because I don't have it fully. I don't have it fully unraveled because I don't want the cats to be able to pull on it. I can still hear feedback on my end. I'm gonna have to change cords after this.
Can't hear it right now.
We can't hear
I
it.
was able to hear it before you guys could, so we're just gonna
Yeah.
try to push through this last 12-20 minutes
Gotcha.
Okay.
and hope that it doesn't happen again. Because if so, I'm gonna have to cut this session real short while you guys are in the middle of something. So you guys, Waylon, like I said, you go underground, you see all of this. I assume everyone else is following after you.
Yeah.
Assume so.
Yes.
Like
Who's
I said,
taking up the back?
Jody will, since Waylon took the front.
Okay.
Party in the front. Business in the back. That's not how it is. That's what I'm saying.
like I said, there are 2 doors on either side, and the doorway, the ladder that goes up on the other end.
Are there windows on any of the doors, or is it just a plain wood door?
It's a plain metal door.
You can't open those without a pressure plate or a button.
Or leave it.
Or a lever.
I'm gonna listen to the one immediately on the left.
Check for traps.
The one on the closest on your left, you press your ear to it. You can hear breathing that's pretty labored.
Ollie's gonna kind of point to the door. At least one. Is there like a handle to the door at all, or?
Oh yeah, you can try to open it.
Check.
Are there cameras down here?
There.
No.
Does it look like
Okay.
the door has any kind of electronic alarm?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so I take out an M80. Just kidding. No.
All right.
Does it have a lock?
Waylon will try to
Well,
open.
it does have a lock, but it's like one of those deadbolts that you unlock and lock on the outside.
Yeah,
So you can easily
Okay.
unlock it.
if that's the case, Waylon's gonna unlock the door and try to make his way in.
Alright, and as you open the door, you see laying on the ground a black woman with dyed red hair that is just completely curly. She's laying there kind of breathing heavy, and she kind of looks up. And is anyone looking in with him? Are all of you looking in?
I mean, yeah. Probably.
Yeah, I guess.
Then Lizard and Ollie, you definitely recognize her because that is Rose Hall, the leader of the spooky squad. And her face is still just as bruised and battered as it was on screen. And she opens her eyes and looks at you, and you can see they are a piercing gray color.
Immediately, like Waylon's just like putting his finger up to his lips.
Yo, I subscribed to you.
Oh, she looks hurt, right?
She's very hurt.
Can I give her like first aid?
Yes. I don't know if you have anything you can roll for that, or if it's just... Yeah, just go ahead and...
Like, I literally, like, mom instincts would take over, and she'd just be like grabbing a first aid kit out of her bag and just like
Yeah, go ahead.
trying to like heal her up a little bit.
You
Band-aids
can
and
go ahead and start to do that.
I will do that then.
As you do that, you can see she starts breathing a little less heavy, but she still looks pretty bad.
And I'm also going to, I'm assuming this is something I would have as a bottle of water.
She immediately takes it and begins to just kind of
Again,
like...
mom bag.
Oh, yeah, it's literally one of your abilities. And she chugs it down.
While she is attending to her, I'm going to go to the other door.
Alright. You gonna do the same
There
thing?
are
Or...
3 other doors, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Jody
just
starts opening them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to one of the other doors. And I'm gonna check. Same thing. When I enter into the room, finger to the
Alright,
lips.
when
Don't
you-
talk.
When you enter this room, you see a very lanky Asian man. He's got his glasses still on the face, but the frames are shattered. His hair is black and cut pretty short. He looks up at you and just sets his head back down.
Hey, Liz.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, make sure these are all the spooky squad guys. I'm gonna go keep an eye out, okay?
Got it. Lizard's comparing visuals to brain images.
The one that Waylon just opened, you recognize as Jack Smith. He is the second in command, and you know he is the one who typically does a lot of the research. And you also know he's an incredibly shy person. Jody, are you opening a different door than Waylon?
Yes.
Alright, you open a third door, and you see another woman laying there. Long blonde hair laying. She's pretty tall, even though she's laying on the ground, you can tell that. And she looks up at you with a glare of anger in her eyes, despite the fact it looks like they beat shit out of her. And her blue eyes are just dead focused into you.
Jody's just like, hey, it's okay. We're gonna get you out of here. You know, and we're here to help. And she goes and starts tending to her injuries a little bit and helping.
She's gonna flinch as you walk up to her, but unless you do something that hurts her, she's not gonna react.
Liz,
I
that
do
kind of leaves you for the last one.
I mean,
Lizard, are you opening
Lizard's
the last
like-
door?
Yeah.
Alright. As you open the last door, you see a tall, short, tanned, long brown hair, dirty clothes like the rest of them. He looks up at you, and you recognize Mark Baker, the tech support of the team. What's going on?
to save you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the others still here?
Yeah. From what I've seen. This town fucking sucks.
No fucking kidding, that psychopath drugged me.
Did it happen to be a lady?
Yeah, it was the bartender.
Yeah. Yep. Theory confirmed.
And then the fucking sheriff came in and dragged me down here.
Duh! Cops. I'm sorry, I don't know how to handle serious situations. I'm kind of stupid.
Can you get me out of these fucking chains?
Personally? Probably not. I have a lot of friends down here, though. Friends, coworkers, adults. One of them's a mom. She can definitely get you out of these.
That sounds nice.
You just, you hang tight. I'll be back.
I'm like, I can't really move.
I can't hang anything but tight.
Are they all chained or is it just him?
All of them are chained.
So I would be trying to get the person that I'm helping out.
The guy I'm with is.
Did I recognize the room that's with the doors?
Yeah.
Did I? That was it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
So
I'm already like at the top of a ladder / stairs, looking for, making sure nobody's coming in here. So
you're good. By the way, since you rolled so well and you prevented it, mark experience.
Well done, dude.
Everyone or
Just them.
just okay?
It's a special ability for them.
I thought I just like everyone was cheering and I
Can
got
I?
confused.
Yeah. Can I try and get her out of the chains?
You're not even gonna have to roll for it. The key is on the outside of the
Oh,
room.
perfect.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Thank God. Because Waylon does not want to pick a lock.
I was
It
thinking,
really
I was
is.
like, I'm gonna.
Mariella
The
does.
mom really does do it. It's like, have you looked outside the door? There's a key.
How did you know?
There's nothing.
As
I
you
looked
guys-
now.
As you guys are unlocking everyone, and some of them are, two of them that had, the one that had been unconscious starts to wake up. Rosal kind of looks at you as she's sitting out in the hallway looking at her teammates and goes, "So what now?" And cut.
Fuck.
Boom.
We're gonna stop this mystery. For
You're
tonight.
gonna fucking kill the moments.